Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. It is Starrapter here. Welcome to another episode review for Star Wars The Clone Wars. This is episode 9 of season 7, titled Old Friends Not Forgotten. This is part 1 of the finale, guys. We're getting down to part 1 of Siege of Mandalore, and man, this thing is incredible. To me, right off the bat, I'm going to say this is peak Star Wars. This is why I live to watch Star Wars, what I live for with Star Wars, is to get these kind of emotions, and why I've always stuck through the saga with everything they've released is to get that kind of awesome feeling of fantasy and just feeling like you're a part of this ever-growing story that has twists and turns and these moments of triumph, and that's what this episode was all about. And this is just part 1. Guys, there's 3 more parts left to tell in a story of that. This story was something that Dave Filoni had in his mind since back years ago, and to see him fully realize the story with the amazing animation that was just movie quality for me. They could have put this in a movie theater and it would have been awesome. And I'm going to try to coherently talk about this episode because I'm just so excited to share my feelings and my experiences with you guys out there, as I'm sure all of you had probably similar reactions to that first shot of just, okay, this is going old school with the old school Lucasfilm logo as an homage to George Lucas. And George Lucas, remember, is the one that created this. So technically this is the last type of George Lucas material we're actually going to see after, Disney bought out Lucasfilm. So to see that in the way the Clone Wars comes in the frame with a different style than it normally is in red, and to see it kind of zoom in, and then you have the actual Force theme and everything, like the original Star Wars soundtrack with that, it's like, holy crap, this is something special, and this is something that's been far removed from anything else we have in Clone Wars so far. I mean, you're talking about this arc that has been basically talked about for years now, and to actually see it fully realized and to see everything building up to this point. And Dave Filoni is a damn master when it comes to this stuff. This guy has been... The other arcs we had so far in this season 7 have been good, and they're kind of like appetizers, and I would look at this as the absolute full course, and this is what we've been waiting for as fans for a long time. And I'm going to try to talk about this episode try to do it in a coherent manner. Don't know if that's going to happen because my feelings are kind of all over the place with this, because I was just like in from the second that this thing started. I just had like a fully blown reaction, like, holy crap, this is actually it. All these characters that we've known and followed for years now, this is where their stories are going to finally end. So to get to Outer Rim sieges and to see how that's all playing through with the planet that Obi-Wan and Anakin were on, and to have that awesome moment when Anakin just walks out, it was kind of very much like a Luke Skywalker-esque Return of the Jedi sail barge where Luke is just walking forward and he shoots a lightsaber out. They even had the same musical cues with R2-D2. Like, R2-D2 has done this before, and we learned how he does it was in this episode. And to see all the clones with the jetpacks, which I don't think we've really seen up until this season, was just absolutely incredible. The fact that we actually get droids in this final arc was something that was a surprise for me. I figured it would just be all Mandalorians and clones, but no, we get the droids for one last time, even if it's only for like 10 minutes. By the way, I really like how this episode was even extended longer. The fact that they're having it on Disney Plus means that they can kind of tell whatever length of story they want, and basically they'll get the rights to show that. It's not like they're dealing with like a network where they have to get the commercials synchronized into everything like that. But anyway, going forward from there, talking about how Ahsoka and Anakin met, and man, this really pulled at my heartstrings, because you know what's coming. We've seen season 2 of Star Wars Rebels, or at least I hope you have, because there's really awesome content in there. And to see that this is the last moment that Ahsoka and Anakin are seeing each other in a way that Ahsoka has learned. And the reason why we had the previous arc of the Clone Wars is to show that Ahsoka can survive on her own. It shows that her ideals are different from the Jedi Order, because she's able to get on the same level, the same playing field as these other characters that are not involved in this whole Clone Wars. The people, the everyday people that are just trying to make a living, and the Jedi are being very dogmatic, and they're not trying to help people. And this is exactly the attitude that Obi-Wan Kenobi has with Ahsoka and with Bo-Katan. Oh, we'll go to the Jedi Council and we'll delegate and we'll speak about it and we'll express our feelings and nothing will ever happen. And it's exactly why Bo-Katan's like, we gotta get this now. And the fact that Ahsoka and Anakin leave things off on just like a happenstance note, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna see you next week when this is all over with. nope, that's it. This is how things end. They both like say good luck to each other, make a little joke about Obi-Wan doesn't believe in luck, and then that's it. They're like friends, there are friends, and that's kind of the relationship you have with a friend. It's like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, nothing's gonna happen. We're gonna save the Chancellor. You're gonna take out Maul. Everything's gonna be fine. And little do they know, the complete galaxy is going to be shattered and changed overnight. And the fact that we're catching up to Revenge of the Sith, we have this entire series that branches between 3 years between Attack of the Clones to Revenge of the Sith, and to see that all come together, and now I feel like putting in Revenge of the Sith, or because it's on Disney Plus I could just turn it on, I feel like watching that battle with the Battle of Coruscant and having this different mindset of, oh, Anakin's just going to come back to Ahsoka and everything's going to be fine again. Nope, he's going to turn to Darth Vader and the galaxy is going to go to hell. Seeing this battle, this opening sequence on Mandalore with Sundari and the clones and the gunships flying around and the Mandalorians, which have really cool armor, the Death Watch, and you have the Mandalorians that are for Maul and are all fighting. Just absolutely incredible action sequences that have expertise with the cameras and the way the action's unfolding before your eyes. You're able to track everything very nicely, and then we have those heroic poses with Ahsoka with her blue lightsabers, which Anakin modified, which is just such a nice little touch. And to get those character references from Son of Dathomir already, with Gar Saxon and with this character of Cass, who I just read Son of Dathomir like yesterday to prepare for this, so it's really nice kind of being rewarded. Seeing Almec and seeing Bo-Katan go into the throne room and take him out with all these awesome type moves with the jetpacks. Like, this is literally awesome Star Wars that I wait for every single time a new release comes out. Absolutely incredible. The only thing I have criticism with this episode is I'm still kind of hazy on how long Ahsoka has been with the Mandalorians, because her character model is definitely updated. I don't know if that's just to tell that time has changed or not, or just because they have more resources that they're putting in for this final arc more than the other ones. But they said that, oh yeah, Maul's been on Mandalore for like 2 days. And Ahsoka has this new outfit and everything else, so has she been there longer and Maul has gone away and come back? Like, I would like to know a little bit more clarification on that. But again, to see Ahsoka with the clones, with Captain Rex and her again, and Captain Rex is the commander, and that's how Anakin gets it around to having Obi-Wan agree with them taking a detachment instead of going to Coruscant, was just such a nice touch. Seeing those helmets, man, I seen that footage at Celebration, and everybody in the room was just like, it wasn't a dry eye in that theater, because everybody was just like, oh my god, this is incredible. They got Ahsoka's markings on the 501st, and Rex is there with her, and this is going to be amazing. And yeah, man, okay, so I'm going to stop there before I just start ranting on more and more to try to keep this thing nice and concise as my reviews usually are. So that is going to do it for this episode for Old Friends Not Forgotten. What do you guys think of this episode of the Clone Wars? Did you also tear up several times through the episode like I did? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Guys, I do every single week reviews for the Clone Wars. We have 3 weeks left. Make sure if you want to keep up to speed on what my reactions are and what I think about the episodes, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell icon so that way you'll know when my videos go live. I also talk about the High Republic, and I do some gaming videos and other things that might interest you as well. That's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.